In that video, we are going to see the mouse and key simulation. Also, we are going to perform in an assignment the record and replay scenario about a fat client that we want to use to gather some data. So mouse simulation have the main functions like mouse click that performs a mouse click operation, mouse get pos that retrieves the current position of the mouse cursor, mouse move that moves the mouse pointer. Also, we have two options that are very used during scripting. The first option is mouse click delay. This option alters the length of the brief pause in between mouse clicks. The time is in milliseconds to pause, and the default value is 10. Also, for mouse chord mode, this option sets the way coordinates are used in the mouse functions, either absolute coordinates or relative coordinates to the current active window. We can also manage key, and the main function used in general are hotkey set that sets a hotkey that calls a user function, or we can use send to send keystrokes to the active window. We can also use send keep active that attempts to keep a specified window active during send. The send key delay option alters the length of the brief pause in between send keystrokes. A value of 0 removes the delay completely. So the time in milliseconds to pause by default is equal to 5. Now let's discover the assignment that will use some of those concepts. Assignments, as prerequisite, we have to install the AutoIT script editor from the AutoIT web portal. We have here the link to the website for the download, and that editor contains additional tools like a recorder and an object spy. The assignment is about the implementation of a script gathering contacts from a FAT client, Annuaire, using the recorder. This FAT client, Annuaire, is a free application that can be downloaded from the resources of the current section. So let's start the assignment. Regarding the Annuaire, we have to download the annuaire.zip from the section of that course, and then after unzipping the folder, we have the Annuaire here. It's a kind of application. So if you click on .exe, we have a list of contacts, and the idea is to gather to make a script using the record mechanism that gathers the contacts and write them in a kind of CSV file that will contain those contacts at the end. So for that, we have to do some to observe how the application behaves. And for example, if we want to copy that row, so we have to hit the copy menu option here. Unfortunately, Alt plus C doesn't work properly. So we will probably use the copy mechanism here, or we can use also in the edit the copy option within that menu. That means that one. Okay, so let's create our script, and let's start coding. So for that, we create a new AutoIT script that we can call record replay.eu3. We open it, and for that we have to check first if in our tools menu we have the EU3 info and EU3 recorder. The EU3 recorder is the recorder, and EU3 info is the spy to spy the objects within an application. So let's start with the EU3 recorder here. So we open it. As you can see, there is some options like generate internal functions. So we select that option. Record window text, yes. And record mouse, yes. We record also the mouse. Also, we browse for annuaire.exe here, and we start the click to record by hitting the button here, click to record. Okay, and the application is opened. Then the ID is probably to click first in that row. So we have the contacts selected here. In order to select the edit menu, so we do Alt E and we hit the down button, the down key of the keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we hit enter. Okay, that means now the contact is copied in the clipboard. So we assume that we have it in the clipboard and we have mechanism to gather the value from the keyboard. And we assume also that we will do that in scripting. That's an additional code we have to add. And once done, we have to move to the other contact. That means we have to hit down and then we go to the other contact. So at that level, I think it's enough what we did. So we can stop the application, or we can click on stop here, and the functions were generated. Okay, so as you can see here, there is some internal functions of the recorder that were generated. So we have the mouse coordinates mode to 0. I think it corresponds to the way how the coordinates are recognized. Is it relative? Is it global, etc. So you can see this if you hit F1, for example, and if you look at yeah, coordinates, you can find that 0 relative coordinate to the active window. Yeah, this is the option we have. Also, I think we have to yes, we have to maybe to generate or to add the click on the current row, or the first row that were not actually taken by the run. So for that, we're going to use um, um, the the spy, and the spy will give us the coordinates, so AU3 infos. So we can use the coordinate here, can guess the coordinates of that. Yeah, so if we look at the mouse tab, so it's 28 and 150, 152. Okay, so 28, 152. So okay, and then here we start the script starts by calling the annuaire.exe. It activates the, the the window called list annuaire. Then we have probably to call the click, the mouse click, and that mouse click in a left, with the left button of the mouse, and we have to add the coordinates we just gathered from the spy. So 152. Okay, it's one click, and the speed probably can be yeah, can be kept to 10 for the moment. Okay, we have probably to split that send, so we have to send alt. No need to put alt up and alt down, so I think alt is enough. So we can first split that send. We can add as much send we want, but we have to add also some weights in order to not make the script running fast and making the selection of an option in the menu impossible. So we do also here send, okay, and we do like this, and we do send, and we do this, and we have to do send, and we have to do this, and we have to do send here. So at that level, our um, our current row is within the clipboard here at that level. So we can use clip get. That function actually gathers the what the clipboard contains, and we can put it in a kind of um, row. We can call it row actually. Can declare this here, for example, in the beginning, and tag. Okay. So assume we want to gather the the 10 first contacts and put it in a CSV file. So for that we do for I equal to 0 to 10, so the 11 first ones. Um, so first we click on that one. We have also to prepare the file output CSV that will contain our output .csv, and that output hold on, yeah, output is equal to output.csv, and that CSV has to be opened here. So we are going to use local handle, or what we have seen in the previous sections, handle file open, and we can use the file name or the handle. So the file name is okay, output, okay, and the way is actually append mode, so one, because we are going to concatenate yeah, the content yeah, we have. So we have the file open. We gather the clip. The clip get helps to gather what we have in the clipboard. Maybe before, so we have to call the clip put to put an empty value within the clipboard as an initialization value here, and we have probably to add next to close the loop. Once we have the row, we can use file write uh, to yeah, to write in our file, and the data could be row here, and we can add carriage return to return to the next line. Okay, once we have this, we can file flush um, like this, and we can close the file after doing our loop. Um, okay, and then a kind of message box explaining that operation or the process finished, so we can use and contact gathered. Okay, so for that we can use message box, and okay, so we click first on the row, we click on we do clip put to empty, then Alt E to select. Okay, so here we can use the sleep of half a second just to make sure that the script is not going fast and not performing fast operations that can affect the integrity of the script itself. Okay, so we close on enter, and here we have added our sleep 500. We gather, we do the file write, within our output. Uh, we do the file flush, we send. Um, I think we are ready, so we can test now that function. So we hit, so we save, and then we hit the go. Oh, we have an issue. Yes, here. Okay, good. F5. We have also another. Yep, here. Okay. Mm, yeah, I think now the executions bring. Okay, so the idea is to gather 11 contacts. Okay, okay. Contacts gathered. Now we are going to check the output within the outputs.csv. Okay, so it's open with Excel. Um, yeah, so we have 11 rows. Yes, and as you know, we can use the convert option here, and yes, we can have a format, an Excel format for our CSV. Yeah, that contains our data. Okay, so in that example or in that assignment, we have seen a technique of record and replay. The record that generates the some source codes, and that source code were sharpened with our additional code that allow us to do that script. Thank you for your attention.